I was actually recruited off of LinkedIn, just putting my resume out there, seeing if I could find some sort of position straight out of college.
I was out working by Chicago for like 7 months for a job that I didn't like, and I was complaining one day about, my last job and was talking to Nick about it, and he was like, "Hey man, come down and work with me." So yeah, I get to work with my best friend every day. It's pretty dope.
And when you're in class and you don't know how you're gonna get where you wanna go, you just have a feeling of what you wanna do. I followed the solar industry, and the solar industry led me to CED.
I love my job.
So I'm walking out of the career fair and there's just a young guy standing at a booth that said CED on it. And it looked really sincere, but he looked bored. So I walked right up to him, I punched him on the shoulder. I'm like, "Why the heck are you so bored, dude?" And he goes, "Because this isn't what I like to do. What I'd love to be doing is going back to my store and running my own business that this company allows me to do." And from that moment, I was hooked.
Here, it's very much encompassing the spirit of entrepreneurship.
So it feels like you're running your own business, it feels like you're running your own company, even though you have the backing of this huge corporation.
You are dictating what you do, and they help facilitate it. And coming in as a 21-year-old with no viable experience, that meant so much to me.
I turned down an assistant principal job to start in the warehouse, pulling rail in June heat. And I had to see the big picture of what it could be, and then 2 years later I have my own business.
Every single person that comes in, I make sure they start in the warehouse. They learn our product, and also I see their work ethic, and everybody else sees their work ethic.
The cool thing about CED is that they have this management training program, and within 3 years you have the opportunity to kind of run your own business and be in a position where you have the potential to be in a multi-million-dollar business.
I started a job that I thought was going to be my career. It got to the point where I was just, it was becoming more of a burden. Wake up every morning and I was just dreading going to work. I came in for an interview, met everybody here. This place is awesome, and I felt like it was an awesome fit from the time I stepped in the door.
I'm in it for the green business. I'm in it for the future. I was doing electrical work for 9 years. My boss didn't want to get into solar. I was like, if you don't want to get into it, then I'm out. I want to be able to tell my daughters when they grow up and global warming has destroyed our planet, at least I want to do is tell them that I did what I could to stop it.
I tell my kids I'm doing things that are saving the world. They think that's exciting.
Because I want to save the world. I mean, recently I went to Morocco, and you see these sheds the size of it's a 200 square foot house. They have solar. So this is going to happen. The world knows it's meaningful.
Found CED actually on a Craigslist ad. Whatever you gravitate towards doing, they're going to enable you to do that regardless of, whatever your past. It doesn't matter. I'm a guy with a high school diploma.
We have a customer that's based out of California, and they have us ship their material all over the East Coast. Well, I was handling that account, and one time they were 2 pieces of pipe short for a big ground mount install they had the next day in Charlotte, North Carolina. The way it worked out is, I told them, listen, after work, I will put the pipes in my truck and I'll drive it to Charlotte and I'll meet the installer, whoever he is or wherever he may be, and I'll coordinate with them and I'll make sure they get that piece of pipe so their 6 a.m. start tomorrow goes smooth. I drove up to Charlotte that night and I met the installer, and now, me and the installer have since become friends, and we've since won their business because, they've seen the dedication and trust.
People who want to work hard and will basically do whatever it takes to be successful are really successful here.
If they're not willing to work hard, we don't want them. If they're not willing to be a part of the team, we don't want them.
You've got to develop a bond. It's about the relationships, working together, camaraderie.
If you enjoy making people happy, then you will love it here, because that's why we're about making people happy and, pushing work out.
It's about performance-based. It's not about making sure you're punching it out. It's performance.
If you come in and you want to do a solo job, you want to just focus on your life and do your thing, it's a little harder in the work environment because we fully expect you to be part of the team.
If you're looking for a kind of startup vibe or something where you kind of want to grow into yourself or learn how to actually function or how to grow a business, it's the perfect company. It gives you all the tools without any of the risk.
I would say be prepared for a lot of fun and a lot of learning.